successfully completed my 3-day water fast. Thank you, thank you. Hello, this is Capri with N-Dowd, where we help you manifest your goals and uplift your soul. Welcome. Day 3. It was an incredible journey. I would have to say, first and foremost, this is not for those who succumb to temptations easily. Like, the temptations are real. So, but that's what I appreciate about it the most, is that it really tests your willpower. It really tests, like, your thoughts, like how you're able to really take control over your mind and your body. So to be able to go past all the thoughts that I had and cravings that I had and just push it, it just means a lot to me. Like, I feel very accomplished right now. So so let's start off. When Remember before I was telling you guys about the dreams that I was having, where I was feeling lost, feelings of anxiety, and the dreams were like crazy, like they didn't make any sense, but the feelings were real. Okay. From that last day, I really took the time to be by myself and in my thoughts and really focus on, like I said, finding out that this was signs of a new spiritual awakening and allowing the whole process that takes to happen and accept it. And I will say, my last night of sleeping, like, there were no dreams. There were no dreams. I'm so happy about that. And also, as far as that whole day, I want to say this. A lot of these videos, they were like, oh, the third day, I was so energetic. I had all this energy, and that ain't happened to me. For me, my cravings were gone, or less, but I did not have energy, like, feeling like I could go run around a block. No, like, literally every movement I made, like, I felt it. I was very conscious about it. Even like, when I did talk to people, like, I realized, because before I was irritable, right? Like, if we would have had a conversation, you said the wrong thing, like, I'm gonna pop off. This day, I was very apt to just let shit go. Like, it was not that serious. Also, as far as my body, what I noticed was, I mean, I'm a regular pooper, but I did poopity doop. Which was kind of weird because, I wasn't eating that. So I was like, what's coming out? But, that's for scientists to explain. I don't really know. And also, like, sex drive, gone. None. Like, plus size, because I don't really drink water that much. So it allowed me to drink more water than I usually do. So now, like, I crave water, because this is after, like, I've done the whole 3 days, right? So here's, I think, where I fucked up. So I started my fast at 10 o'clock that first day, or the night before. So I was like, I'm just going to make sure I have, like, I just want a light salad at 10 o'clock. So, because that means I did my full 72 hours. I basically did my 3 days. Big mistake, because literally the whole, after like 1 o'clock, I was focused. Once I said to myself that I was going to have that salad at 10 o'clock, the whole day I'm looking at this clock like, inching. And it made the day so much longer, because now I'm thinking about this salad I'm going to have at 10 o'clock at night. So, I mean, I could have very easily went another day, went to bed early, because as it got closer, I was starting to feel the nausea again, not as much, and a slight headache. But I could have went to sleep right then and woke up and broke my fast. Like, but that's a lesson learned. But let me tell you though, when that 10 o'clock hit, and I got my spring salad and my raspberry vinaigrette from Whole Foods. Like, I was in that salad line. Like, that salad was amazing. Okay, so that's the only thing I think I would change. I would break. I mean, it's called break fast for a reason, right? And like the next day in the morning, I just had a protein shake, and I realized I had to slow down drinking that because my stomach felt kind of irritated. So maybe next time in the morning, like I'll just start off with maybe an apple, something more simple. But you know, these are trial and errors that you're figuring out. But this is definitely something that I want to do more often. I found out that my good friend Adriana, she actually does 48-hour water fast like on a regular basis for anti-aging reasons, and cancer runs in her family, and we're actually going to have a discussion with her about it because she's like a super woman. She's amazing. So yeah, definitely. If you want to do this and you have some questions, want some advice, consult a medical professional. When I looked up videos, I only looked up videos of medical professionals. I wasn't looking at like regular people. So only to like, the videos I would watch of them was to kind of get a feel of how they handled it and what they felt. But yeah. Oh, and then the bloating. So let me show you how it looks after. Okay, so this is not me sucking in. This is make sure to relax. So it's a little bit, slimmer. And so let me tell you, that was a nice little switch for me because I've actually been doing sit-ups, and that little pouch has been sitting there. And it's probably because I've been having a lot of breads and carbs, and stuff like pastas and stuff like that. So now I feel like I can restart. I actually want to like eat healthier now. Like the cravings I have for candy and bad foods has gone down tremendously, and now like I want to eat cleaner. I don't even have desires to like drink alcohol right now. I just think that might not change, but right now I have no desire. So thank you for you guys cheering me on in this journey, being supportive. Everyone that was supportive, I appreciate it. Now we're going to kick it to Dr. Eric Berg, where he discusses quickly over what happens when you go all the way to 72 hours with this fast. Also, he's going to be breaking down how you can do this fast safely. Normally for 48 hours, he recommends.
You actually get into 72 hours or greater, I recommend you do that as a periodic thing, simply because a lot of people going into this have nutritional deficiencies in there. If you jump in too fast, you can get a little bit dizzy, you can have some side effects, so you want to gradually do this over a period of time. But those are some general things that happen when you're fasting. I recommend doing intermittent fasting on a regular basis, okay? And probably a good average pattern of doing this would be going 18 hours of fasting with a 6-hour window. So you would eat and then wait 6 hours later and then eat and then fast for 18 hours. This would be a really good pattern to follow. And then you can actually make it more strict over time depending on how you do. Then what you can do is periodic prolonged fasting to achieve additional health benefits, whether it's for your immune system because you have an autoimmune problem, or you just want to look younger with your skin, or you want more brain cells, you want better heart function, better gut function, or let's say you have cancer and you want to improve that. Because one thing that fasting will do is it will increase your resistance to stress. And even if someone's on chemotherapy, it will actually help the body's resistance against chemicals and poisons, which is quite remarkable. Make sure you take your minerals during fasting. So I know a lot of people recommend just doing either a water fast, you're just drinking water, or a dry fast where you're not drinking anything, I recommend doing a water fast with nutrients just because if you are deficient, you can have problems. So you want your minerals, you want your B vitamins, and you want your salt. Very important. Right around 8 o'clock in the morning, you have the spike in cortisol. And if cortisol spikes, sometimes that can cause your body to make more glucose, and you can have higher blood sugars. And it happens with a lot of people with blood sugar issues. Nothing to worry about. That will improve over time. But if you just add exercise in the morning, that will burn off some of that extra sugar. And if you're fasting, it's not coming from your diet, it's just coming from your liver making glucose, making a little too much because maybe the cortisol is too high. Okay, so just wanted to point that out, and I have videos on that. I'll put a link down below. It's called the Dawn phenomenon. Now, if your LDL, so-called bad cholesterol, which is not really bad, low density lipoprotein is increased, the reason for this, especially if you're not consuming any type of significant carbohydrates and you're doing fasting, this is increased from a different reason. Think about one of the purposes of LDL. It's to deliver cholesterol to different tissues, right? Well, think about all the things that are happening when your body is fasting. You are going through a major healing process. And cholesterol is the raw material for your cell membranes, for your brain, to make hormones, to make vitamin D, to make bile. 40% of all the cholesterol in your body is there to supply the membrane of your cells, which is essential to protect the cell and allow for things to go in and out of the cell. So maybe one of the reasons why your body might need the cholesterol to be transported through this carrier protein is healing the cellular membranes. Or it could be that it needs to have the raw material to make more hormones. I would not worry about that if you are concerned. There are various tests that you could do to determine what's happening to this cholesterol. Is it doing damage or not? But I would not worry about it. But anyway, I wanted to create a video just to kind of show you what happens to the inside of your body when you're fasting. Thanks for watching.
And yeah, always remember a breakthrough could be around the corner. Stay endowed.